Today we're talking about controversies in American Christianity in the modern era, and so as a historian, it's very important to look at all sides of the argument and make a good analysis of everyone's point of view. So today we're going to look at one controversial figure, William F. Buckley Jr. William F. Buckley Jr. is not a name many people know today, but 50 years ago, most people could probably tell you a little bit about this Catholic man who changed the face of Christianity and politics and their engagement in politics. So Buckley was 25 when he wrote his first book, God and Man at Yale, after he graduated from Yale, and he argued that at Yale, although the original intent of the school was to create missionaries, it had fallen far from its origin and was actually very anti-Christian, and throughout his time he felt that there was oppression to Christianity and that it also promoted collectivism. And so this book, which he published at age 25 in the 1950s, was wildly popular, and so he realized that there was actually a large majority out there who were willing to agree with him, and so he went on to start a show called The Firing Line and found a magazine called the National Review. Both of these were platforms where he wasn't a preacher, but he proclaimed his ideas that the Judeo-Christian religion and tradition were the reasons that America was the way it was today, and if America wanted to continue on a positive course, it had to remember these Judeo-Christian beliefs. And so he took what a lot of people had thought was dead, and that was Christians in politics, and created a very intellectual figure out of himself, where almost everyone who talked to Buckley liked him, whether on either side of the aisle, and he was able to bring almost every major character from politics, Margaret Thatcher, Nixon, Reagan, Goldwater, onto his show or to write for his National Review, and was able to talk to them about whether Christianity worked and their viewpoint. And so he was one of the first people, he was the first major successful man to do ecumenical coordination, where he worked with Jews, he worked with Protestants, he worked with Catholics, and the important thing for him was conservatism and intellectual debate and believing that the Judeo-Christian tradition is the best. And so throughout his time and his long-running show, Firing Line, he had people such as Billy Graham, and so when Billy Graham was on his show, he asked him, is there anything in science so far that has affected your belief in God or made it worse? And Billy Graham confidently answered, as Billy Graham always does, that no, actually, the more he learns about science, the stronger his faith in God has become. And debates like this were happening on national TV with millions of people tuning in every night to watch Firing Line and see what Buckley was up to, because of his steadfast dedication to promoting Christian worldview, whether it was Catholic or Protestant, laid the foundation for the modern conservative movement, that it strongly believes that American Christians should care and be engaged and be involved in American politics. So that's William F. Buckley Jr. and how he affected American Christianity today.